Hello, good evening, and welcome to Sassari in Sardinia. This is the Basketball Champions League. It's the Group A game between Dinamo Sassari and Iberostar Tenerife. Well, Miro Balan and Dinamo Sassari hoping to come out and get a second win of the season, as well as Iberostar Tenerife. These two teams come in at 1-0. Also in Group A, Galatasaray had their game against Bakken Bears postponed, of course, owing to the coronavirus pandemic, the COVID-19 regulations. That will be made up at a later date. But our attention is on this, what can only be described as a heavyweight battle between Tenerife and Dinamo Sassari, two teams that you would have thought before the season had a great chance of advancing from this four-team group. Remember, instead of the 4 8-team groups, we have the 8 4-team groups. And of course, that is related to the coronavirus pandemic. Just trying to make things more manageable and doable to make sure we can get the season in. And well, what an interesting season it has been so far, as you look at how things have started to unfold. And the Basketball Champions League in season number 5 is just turning out to be just as special as all the others. Bruno Fittipaldo, Marcelino Huerta, Sasu Salim, Danny Diaz, Sergio Rodriguez, Giorgio Shermadini, Sulemanovic, Alex Lopez, Tyler Kavanaugh, Frank Guerra, Aaron Dornekamp, and Danilo Brnovic playing for Chus Vitoretta, the Iberostar Tenerife coach. Remember, Tenerife winning it in year 1, also finishing runners-up in year 3 when they fell to Virtus Bologna. They also played at the recent Final 8 that was held in Athens to conclude the 2019-2020 season. Dinamo Sassari have not scaled the heights in this competition, but they have played in it before. Marco Spisu, keep an eye on him. He has been one heck of a player. We all know about Miro Balan, as well as Eimantas Benzius, the Lithuanian international, Stefano Gentile, Justin Tillman. Keep an eye on him as well tonight. And Gianmarco Pazzesca is the coach. And of course, Paz, everybody remembers him as a player, and he's turning out to be quite a good coach as well. Paz was a member of that Italy team, you might recall, that finished runners-up. They reached the final of the 2004 Olympics before falling to Argentina. So, Basketball Champions League action coming at you in waves every week, and instead of playing every week, these teams, they play every other week. Unless, of course, they have to make up a game that has been postponed, which, unfortunately, we have had several postponements. But Basketball Champions League organizers, from the very off, had a plan. They've been organized, and they've been doing an excellent job of coping with all the difficulties that have come during this very difficult time in the world with the coronavirus pandemic. So tonight, obviously, the lack of fans because of the coronavirus pandemic. But one thing that we have noticed so far in the Basketball Champions League is that the action is just as good watching it from afar, even if you're not inside the arena. If you can watch it on the screen, it has been some riveting stuff. And I dare say this is going to be a big game tonight. Iberostar Tenerife, remember earlier this year they won the FIBA Intercontinental Cup. They had high hopes of also getting their second Basketball Champions League title. Things didn't work out. They fell to Casa de Zaragoza in the quarterfinals, made that early exit. And I think they want to make up for that disappointment by not only advancing to the playoffs, but by going on and winning the title. But it is one step at a time for everybody. And Iberostar Tenerife, well, perhaps you'd say they have as good a chance as anybody of going all the way, because they've been there, they've done that, and they do have players that know what it takes to reach the final and to win the title. For Dinamo Sassari, they're hungry. They want to become Italy's second team to win the Basketball Champions League after Virtus Bologna in year 3. And Virtus obviously beat Iberostar Tenerife in Antwerp at the end of year 3. So, well, we'll see. They've had a good start, but again, it's a long way to go. They opened up Dinamo Sassari with a 93-84 victory That was over Galatasaray. And having a big game again was Marco Spisu, the 22 points, the 8 assists, the 5 rebounds. He was outstanding in that game for the Sardinians, for the Italians. Miro Balan also had 16 points and 9 rebounds. Those two players truly stood out, as did Justin Tillman with 17 points and 8 rebounds. So it's all about ready to start here in Sardinia as the players are introduced. Other games tonight: to Smoky Minsk from Belarus, winning over Cholet 82-75. And Ike are up on Hapoel Holon late in their contest. That's a Group C game. Both of those Group C games, in fact. Dinamo Sassari will be at Bakken Bears next time. Eddie Viator, Marius Cholin, and Sergei Zashuk. Zashuk on the right, Viator in the middle, and Romania's Marius Cholin on the left. They will be doing the refereeing tonight. Those are 3 top-flight international referees and assigned to a very important game tonight. So no doubt we're looking forward to their contributions. Fittipaldo, who played for San Pablo Burgos last season, the team that ended up winning it. He's now here. Sasu Saline, Shermadidi, Tyler Kavanaugh, and Aaron Dornekamp, who played for Iberostar Tenerife in year 1, is back with the team this year. Of course, Fittipaldo played for Burgos, but because the season was halted, he wasn't able to be with them at the final 8. So, but he did have a hand in that win and that title run for them. There's Chus Vitoretta wearing the mask. Chus Vitoretta is, well, one of the most accomplished coaches in the Basketball Champions League history, without a doubt. Marcos Spisu, Miro Balan, Giacomo De Vecchi, Jason Brunel, and Aimantas Benzias, a player that can really light it up on any given day in the starting 5. Benzias did have 9 points in the first game, and of course, Gianmarco Pizzeco is the coach. So speaking of Aimantas Benzias, you probably remember him playing so well in the European qualifiers for Lithuania for the FIBA Basketball World Cup 2019. Anyway, he had a huge game over the weekend as Dinamo Sassari won against Varese. He had 23 points in that contest. That was a 22-point win for Dinamo Sassari. There is Benzias. So you got to keep a hand up in his face. And Justin Tillman looking to come out and have another strong performance tonight, just as he did have in week number 1 for this Dinamo Sassari team. So Dinamo Sassari and Iberostar Tenerife tipping it off. A couple of 1-0 teams. It should be said that Dinamo Sassari did get off to a great start in their home opener against Galatasaray, winning that one. They got out to a 20-12 first quarter lead, and then they extended it further by halftime. They were on top 44-30 and really kept their noses in front the rest of the way. They'll be looking to have a big game tonight. Filip Kruslan not with the team tonight. The Croatia international. There's Sasu Salin, the Finland international, one of the greatest players ever in Finland. Really, you'd have to say what he's been able to accomplish over the years with Olympia Ljubljana, also playing at Gran Canaria, and now with the Iberostar Tenerife. Well, hello everybody, and welcome to Sassari. This is the Basketball Champions League. We're in Italy, and the game is Iberostar Tenerife and Sassari. Sassari in the light uniforms winning the opening tip. And here is Benjis getting inside, putting it up, and the ball rattled out. And Shermadini gets the first of what promises to be many rebounds for Iberostar Tenerife. Fittipaldo pulls up and starts with a three-pointer. Bruno Fittipaldo, the Uruguay national team guard. Now the ball sprayed out to the left corner, and the game is tied. Benjis, excuse me, that's not Benjis. But it's a 3-3 game, and Tyler Kavanaugh hands it off. That was DeVecchi, excuse me. Giacomo DeVecchi with that opening three. Shermadini has to get rid of it before he gets the 3-second call. Milan gets the rebound. Spisu, left-hander left his feet. Passes it back outside. Amantis Benjis gets it back to Spisu. Milan behind the arc. Well, he can hit that shot, but I'm pretty sure that that's where they would like him to be, Iberostar Tenerife. Now Spisu called for the kick. The pass over goes, and the three-point shot was no good by Sasu Salin, but the follow by Kavanaugh. So the offensive rebound put back by Kavanaugh gives Iberostar Tenerife the lead again, and now a foul has been called. Signal by the French referee. So Fittipaldo called for the hack on Marco Spisu. Sassari spreading the floor. Here's Spisu. Into the corner it goes. In fact, on the wing. Oh, DeVecchi hit one there earlier. Fittipaldo. Good job by Burnell getting hand on the pass. Anyway, the ball ends up in the left corner, and stroking it is Fittipaldo, his second three-pointer. And the game's not even 3 minutes old. Burnell looks to go to work. He's backing up Kavanaugh, passes it back outside. Benjis gets rid of it, back to Burnell. And free throws coming. So this time a foul on Dornekamp. Wasn't the most aggressive of fouls, but nevertheless, as the referee saw his hands in there and made the call. So almost 3 minutes into the contest, and still no one other than DeVecchi has been able to score for this Dinamo Sassari team. Burnell takes his time and misses both. Well, that'll give Il Paz a few more gray hairs over there on the sideline. Bearstar Tenerife, not a team that you want to fall too far behind early. They can run away from you. Here's Sasu Salim. Kavanaugh drives in and banks it in. A very slow start here. 3.5 minutes into the contest for Sassari. Bilan passes it back outside. Driving in and missing. Rebengius, and now finally Burnell. Well, he missed the 2 free throws, but he makes up for it by hitting the 3. Dorniket gets it over to Fittipaldo. Will this be his 3rd 3? No, yes it is. Boy, he has started as hot as a firecracker from Montevideo. 13-6. Fittipaldo with 9 points, all from long range. And at some point, you would imagine this team will get a hand up in his face, and now Chus Vitoretta not entirely happy there on the bench with Shermadini being called for the foul on Miro Bilan. Burnell. DeVecchi. Well, he's come to play tonight. 5 points for him. Good catch, and the foul on Bilan. So those 2 players going at it, seasoned internationals. Yeah, he took the bump. Fan Guerra is going to check into the game here early for Shermadini. Very workman-like center. Fittipaldo this time inside the arc and hits another one. Wow. 11 quick points here for Bruno Fittipaldo. Spissu whips the pass over to Bilan. And Franguera picks up the personal. Had his hands all over his back. And the referees stop play, and they've called it technical on Pazzesca. What in the world did he say? What was he upset about? Is he trying to light a little fire under his team? Excuse me, he's on Vitoretta. I was wondering what that was. Why would he get it? Il Paz. Well, that's not a surprise either, because Vitoretta has a penchant for picking up technical fouls, and Spissu goes to the line and capitalizes. Well, Vitoretta's got the lead. His team is playing well. Doesn't seem like the best idea to pick up a technical. In fact, he was at the final 8, you might remember, picked up a couple of technicals and had to leave. He was had to go take an early shower. Quick pass down low, pump fake, and well, the workman-like Guerra gets an easy one, scores with the left hand. Vecchi, another three-pointer. His second. It's taking a little bit more time for Sassari to find their footing, but here they are, trailing by just 3 points. Fittipaldo hands it off, and Guerra traveled. So missed opportunity, and Dinamo Sassari now with a chance to pull level. If they can hit a three, they've trailed by as many as 7 points. Yeah, just kind of like his feet got caught up with each other, kind of stumbled. So here comes Tillman. Big time player. See how he introduces himself to the game here. Where's number 23? That's raises expectations. There's a shot, and it's no good. Fittipaldo again. Wow. He has brought his feathery touch here to Sassari and really carried Bcl Tenerife in the early going. So Pazzesca calls timeout to try to come up with a different plan defensively to neutralize the impact of Fittipaldo.
Guys, we are too much worried about our players. We think that we are playing too much against, maybe it's my fault, you know, like, they are not like Lakers. They got not like, we have to play our defense. We have to play our defense. Big guys can stay a little bit higher. After 5 pull-ups, we can stay higher. They make one time pass inside, okay? But hey, we have to put pressure on the ball because they move the ball and they do whatever they want. They go, stay A. One time when Fittipaldo pass the ball, don't let him get the ball back one time.
Ahí Fran me deja pasar y puedo volver para el otro lado.
Sí, eso sí. Le digo que si hay flair con benches podéis cambiar también, ¿ok? Flair con benches sos
Por perseguir, porque va a su mano derecha. Si hacemos white, luego va a volver al centro. Sí, ya sabes qué te digo.
So the reach and the foul called on Tyler Kavanaugh. You heard Pazzesca saying, hey, let's don't treat these guys like they're the Lakers. Let's play our defense. Let's play our game. And Benjes, see if this gets him going. He's had a quiet start. As Gentili looks on from the bench. He'll be expecting to get into the game sooner rather than later. So Benjes, the 2 free throws, cuts the deficit back to 19-16. Marcelinho Huertas, meanwhile, is checked into the game. Number 9, the Brazil point guard, and foul called on Dinamo Sassari on Pisica. Oh, nice play, and Fittipaldo this time takes it all the way to the rim. He's just keeps pouring in the points. Doesn't matter where he is, he keeps scoring. 15 first quarter points. And then a silly turnover gives it right back to Bcl Tenerife. Alex Lopez enters the game. Excuse me, Emir Sulemanovic comes into the game for Tyler Kavanaugh. Beautiful handoff, and they're met as he tried to go up and dunk it. Guerra was rejected. And Spissu misses at the other end. Justin Tillman was credited with that block. And then the ball goes out of bounds off Sulemanovic. The pass from Fittipaldo. A good start for DeVecchi, but somebody else is going to have to pick up the scoring load now that he's gone to the bench. Tillman bumped by Sulemanovic. So free throws coming, and Chus Vitoretta. Well, yeah, he's reaching over the back. I'm not sure what the bone of contention is. So Tillman now misses the free throw. Shaky start at the free throw line for Dinamo Sassari. Misses another. But the offensive rebound gives them another opportunity. Well, that was an air ball from the right by Luca Gandini. Huertas. Now the ball inside. And Guerra fouled by Gandini. Marcelinho Huertas had his pass knocked away, tries to get it back. Spissu goes behind his back. And good hands getting him up there for Iberostar Tenerife. Sulemanovic. Here's Lopez. And comes in for Fittipaldo, who has 15 of his team's 21 points. And Spissu again. Excuse me, that's not Spissu. That was Pusica. And his miss leads to a foul. So any more fouls from Sassari, that'll put Tenerife on the line. A quiet start for Huertas. There's the Marcelinho Huertas we know, going off 1 foot, but he was short. And the handoff to Tillman, who misses another one. Three-point shot is good for Iberostar Tenerife. Alex Lopez right off the bench and burying the three. Tillman fouled by Fran Guerra. Chus Vitoretta is going to go back to his starting center, Shermadini. Fran Guerra gave him some minutes. He's picked up 3 fouls, however, in 4 minutes and 44 seconds. And, well, could be that we'll see this Iberostar Tenerife team, I'd say highly likely, play some small ball at some point. Perhaps the next time that Shermadini comes out for a breather. Tillman gets the free throws, and that makes it 24-18 now for Tenerife. Huertas. Feels his way in and banks it in. Now Dinamo Sassari most likely trying to hold it for one. And Gandini turns it over. Huertas catches. Oh! I would have put a friendly wager on that one that he would make it. That was a good attempt by Huertas. At the end of one, it's Bcl Tenerife 26, Dinamo Sassari 18. Sassari just 1 of 4 inside the arc, 7-11 at the line, and 3 of 9 from three-point range. Fittipaldo leading the way for the Bcl Tenerife. Nothing really going so far for Benjius, but DeVecchi came out, stroked a couple of first quarter three-pointers for Sassari. Well, slow start. You never want to give up 20, 25 points in a quarter. And Dinamo Sassari's defense has allowed Bcl Tenerife, and particularly led by this Fittipaldo, 26 points in the opening frame. Also a very quiet start for Spissu, just 1 point. He's only attempted 1 shot from the floor. Giacomo DeVecchi really the only player of any note offensively in terms of putting the ball in the basket with 8 points for Dinamo Sassari. See if Sassari has a little bit more bounce in their step here in the second quarter. And driving in and missing was Huertas. Looks over at the ref, hoping that a foul was going to be called, but none was. Spissu's pass almost intercepted. Probably should have been, excuse me, not Pusichas. Should have been intercepted. Here's Spissu, number 0. Goes up, and the left-hander misses, gets it back. He just needs to see the ball go in the hoop. Here he is, handing it off to Bilan, then who did the hard work, getting inside, put himself in a spin cycle, but then missed it. Now Lopez goes the other way and scores for Bcl Tenerife. That is just very poor by Dinamo Sassari. Not only missing the layup, but allowing Bcl Tenerife to break. They are not at the races right now. Miro Bilan. Gets it out to Spissu. Pusicha for 3. And Burnell knocks it outside. And Spissu is fouled by Sulemanovic. Good pump fake. Dinamo Sassari beginning very flat tonight. And Pusicha goes down. He is hurting. He was challenging Alex Lopez. Not sure what Chus Vudareta is walking down the floor. Oh, he just kind of rolled his ankle, or did he injure his knee? Well, Vudareta has perhaps taken a risk by walking that far out on the court to talk to the referees. But it doesn't look good for Pazzesca. He went down, and just hope that it's nothing serious, but it could be a knee injury. Here it is again, watch. So it's his right leg, his knee, which looks like it is the problem. Pazzesca. Hails from Belgrade. Played some college basketball in America. San Diego and also Northeastern, so on both coasts, and he's going to go over, and I would be surprised if we see him again tonight. He'll be looked at by the doctors, by the medics. "25 years of age." And Pazzesca goes over to check on his guard. It certainly doesn't look good, but we can only hope he's going to be all right. We'll see if his exit kind of fires up Dinamo Sassari. Well, they come right out, and DeVecchi hits his third three-pointer of the game. Where would they be without him tonight? 11 points. Now Huertas. Shermanini, and the big fella misses after rolling into the lane and putting up a hook shot. Tillman. Well, should have picked up the basketball, lost control of it. Sulemanovic upset probably with himself for not scoring with that tap in. But he gets some credit for hustling back down the floor. Oh, beautiful bounce pass. He is the assist king, Marcelinho Huertas. Absolutely terrific. You better be ready to receive the basketball when you play with Huertas. Because if he draws the defense, he is dishing. Bilan. Boy, just a brick, but Tillman there for the offensive rebound, and then coming over the back. It has not been his night at all. Not too much. Might have been a tough call. He definitely made contact with his left forearm, but it didn't look like, well, anyway, didn't look like there was that much of a push. Shaking and baking, Huertas gets it to drop from the baseline. What an incredible player he's been over the years. Spissu. And finishing it up was Bilan. Back to a single-digit deficit. There he is again, Huertas, a three-pointer. He's well and truly alive now. Didn't start the game. Took a couple of minutes to warm up, but here he is now. He has arrived at the party. 7 points. Good block from behind by Sulemanovic. And Dinamo Sassari, you know, when you come up against a team like Iberostar Tenerife, whether at home or away, you have got to be ready to go from that opening whistle. And they have just really been a little flat. And now they're playing some catch-up. Alex Lopez, rather feisty tonight, called for the foul. So Lopez goes out and Sasu Saline re-enters the contest. Three-pointer. DeVecchi has been unreal. 4 of 4 from three-point range. Well, how do you let him get open? He's only hit 3 before that. Back to a 9-point game, however. Tenerife in command right now. Beeline with the foul. This is one of those situations where if you're Beerstar Tenerife and you get on top of Dinamo Sassari, you know, you better put them away, because they will eventually wake up if you allow them to hang around and come out and really give you a tremendous effort, I would expect, the rest of the way. Tenerife with an opportunity, up 9, and now a foul called after the inbounds pass. So Sasu Saline goes to the line. DeVecchi raises his hand to say, hey, I was the guilty party. Free throw is good. So back to an 11-point lead. At some point, Spisu offensively has to get it going. Here he goes. Gets it to Tillman. And if Tillman doesn't get it going, especially Spisu has to get it going. Oh, DeVecchi goes behind his back, playing like Superman tonight. Beeline plays volleyball, gets it back, puts it up, and there's Tillman, and finally, excuse me, was it Tillman or was it Burnell? It was Tillman. Another opportunity. Now hands it off. And Tillman again gets it to fall through the hoop. And Tenerife's lead now 7 points. Halfway through the second quarter. Saline with that trademark catch and shoot. The fabulous Finn, the Susiyengi, hits the three. Beeline spins, and he scores with ease as well, going up against Shermadini. Well, probably going to have a high score at halftime here, this Tenerife team. Saline again, this time short. Kavanaugh did a good job of keeping the ball in the hands of Tenerife, though maybe a little more effort on the boards needed for Dinamo Sassari. Three-point shot off target by Sergio Rodriguez. And that's a kind of a cheap foul to give away if you're Shermadini. Well, Tillman took him a while, but he finally woke up and has 6 points. He goes over to the bench. Then just 2 points. Anyway, Tenerife, another chance. And they outpassed themselves. That was Dornekamp giving the ball away cheaply. Burnell backing up Kavanaugh. Goes back outside, and Spisu misses. Well, they will be glad to get to halftime and try to turn things around. Dinamo Sassari. have not been at their best tonight. Kavanaugh gets it down low. Shermanini has the ball knocked out of his hands. And he doesn't want to show up the referee. And that's where Shermanini is not doing himself any favors. That was nowhere near foul. You saw he got all ball. Burnell. Referees are going to go look at that play after the game and wonder what was he complaining about. Oh, the back. The attempt, no good. Beeline. Backs up. Misses badly. Upset with himself. 3 minutes remaining, first half. Kavanaugh gets it to drop. Hit the front of the rim and fell over. Ten-point lead now for Bcl Tenerife. 2:40 to go in the first half. Backing his way up and getting it to go is Benjes for his second basket of the evening. Excuse me, his first basket. He was 0 of 4 before that, but he had 2 points from the free throw line. Fittipaldo steps to his left, gets it to go again. I wouldn't take him out of the game next time. He's got 18 points. Utterly sensational tonight shooting the basketball. Spissu pulls up at the line, misses. I mean, that's been the difference in the game. You look at Spissu, has been nowhere to be found offensively, scoring-wise. Just 1 point. Whereas his counterpart, Fittipaldo, has come out like a house on fire and has 18 points in the first half. And there he is getting fouled, driving to the basket by DeVecchi. Fittipaldo makes the first, so a little bit of, well, Frank Gatto's come back into the game. I was going to say a little bit of small ball, but Guerra has those 3 fouls. 1:45 remaining, and Fittipaldo is putting his name in flashing lights, saying, hey, pick me for the All-Star 5 this week, team of the week. Oh, nice turn, and dropping it in was Tillman. 8 points. And a quiet 8 points for Tillman. Dornicamp misses from the wing. Well, Pojitsa has suffered an injury. He's lost, apparently, for the rest of the game. Here's Tillman getting in and flushing it home with 2 hands. Back to a 9-point game. Fittipaldo shows he's human, misses on the drive. So Spissu and Dinamo Sassari, are they going to hold it for one? Tenerife had a foul to give. So Sergio Rodriguez picks up the foul. So timeout as Pazzesca tries to draw up the last play of the half. And it's been a very difficult half indeed for the home team, Dinamo Sassari. Not only have they not been firing on all cylinders tonight, but Vasily Pushica has gotten injured. And we don't know the significance of it yet. We haven't seen Stefano Gentile yet. He'll probably come into the game in the second half at some point. 8 of 20. Dinamo Sassari inside the arc. 11 of 19 at Bcl Tenerife. And the Canary Islanders also have 2 more three-pointers they've made.
Check. Zipper pick and roll. Justin here. Justin, you screen up. Get the ball. JB, come to play pick and roll. Benji here. Hey, watch. Marco, you pass the ball to Benji. You roll and you get the ball here.
So set the good screen for them to switch, okay?
Well, you never know. It could be a tale of 2 halves tonight. Maybe Dinamo Sassari will come out stronger in the second half. But again, without Pushica, it's going to be a little bit harder. A lot will be depending on Spisu. May have to go the distance tonight. Ball inbounded. Here he is. Now the quick pass to Burnell. Short little jump hook. Follow it up, and they took it too soon. Fittipaldo puts it up from way downtown and misses, and that is that. So Bcl Tenerife, led by Bruno Fittipaldo, come out and lead at halftime, 47-38 at Dinamo Sassari. Those are the numbers. Much better for Tenerife. And Sassari are out rebounding. Those 8 offensive rebounds helping them stay in the game. Vecchi with 14 points. You got to tip your hat to him. He's done a whale of a job for Dinamo Sassari. Tillman now with 10 points. Fittipaldo with 20 for Tenerife. They've also got 7 from Lopez and Huertas. Well, here's some of the early plays here in the first half. Feast your eyes on those. And most of it makes for pleasant viewing for Chus Vitoretta, whose team, again, in this battle of 1-0 teams, came out, started stronger. Fittipaldo came out, was shooting the basketball very well, but again, will they come out with a different mindset? Dinamo Sassari in the second half play with a little bit more fire, especially defensively. They seem to have been just a little bit flat tonight here at the start, and were it not for De Vecchi, this game would have been over. He has really rescued them with those 14 points. As is often the case, plenty of guys putting in the threes for Bcl Tenerife, including Lopez. Again, they're 7 of 3 from three-point range. Marcelino Huertas has 1. Also, Sasu Salim, 1 of 3. Fittipaldo, obviously, 4 of 5. So plenty of three-point shooters making their presence known tonight. And Bilan really hasn't played that well for Dinamo Sassari. Another player that could give them a lift. He's got 6 points, but only 2 of 7 from the floor. So Bilan and Benjis would be a couple of candidates perhaps to come out. And obviously Spisu, at some point you would think he would get his offense turning on all cylinders. One of the many misses for Beeline, but that time Tillman was there for the offensive rebound and putback. And this was Tillman grabbing the ball and then going in, and even going to the right hand. If Kavanaugh had stayed with it, he might have been able to get a block there. Saline, that was his 1 3-pointer. So here's Fittipaldo. Who would have predicted this? I mean, it's one thing to come out and hit a few 3-pointers, but it's another thing to hit several and also to lead your team in scoring with 20 points in 1 half. He was utterly sensational. Of course, he played in Italy before and must like the air in these parts. He looked about as comfortable as anybody on the floor in that first half. So Fittipaldo raining in the 3-pointers. And so was DeVecchi. That was his first 3. And once you see that first 3 go in, you're like, okay, this might be my night. And that was the case with DeVecchi. Called it again. He said, I'll take it from here. And it's not just one spot on the floor for DeVecchi. He's been shooting them from everywhere. Top of the key. From the wing. Here's from the right corner. And, well, just making his presence known. Hands it off to Jefferson. Here's Moran. Saltante and Colson with the rebound. Excuse me, that's Ishmael Wainwright. Now checked into the game with some authority. What a swat inside by Brimo on Decker.
Points for him. Moves himself to 10. Taylor, oh, lovely little over the head pass. Gets it to Morgan, who finishes it off.
Had a good look, Cavalier, but unsuccessful, and quick response. Iger Skelly, beautiful handoff by Isaiah Pinheiro.
Takes the long closeout, little floater is no good. Keep it alive, but Jackson has a chance to run. Good in the corner, doesn't get a sniff of that. Great follow. McCulloch again. You just have to see, this guy needs minutes.
It's stolen away. With us. Oh, rejects it. Is it nothing that Fila can't do?
Goldlock takes the early screen, hard show. Gray is active and comes up with a steal. 2-on-1 break. They go upstairs. Oh! Jones with a throwdown. Way to pass. Superb.
Tough step away. Misses that. Gets it back from Jarrett. For the throwdown! Big time play. That is great play. What a connection.
Kennedy with the rebound. He'll push this. Got to stop DJ Kennedy in transition. Oh, he's going to go all the way. Kennedy taps himself on the head as if to say, I wear the crown. Look at that.
Chaos here in VEF Riga. Jefferson gets it over to Colson. He puts it up for three. Bonzi goes and wins the game. Unbelievable. What a finish. What a finish for Sieg Strasbourg. Colson drills it for the winner. 47-38, Iberostar Tenerife on top of Dinamo Sassari here in Sardinia, and it's been quite a performance so far for Bruno Fittipaldo, the Uruguay international who spent last season with San Pablo Burgos and then left them during the summer, obviously after play was halted and his contract ran out. Play was halted because of the coronavirus pandemic. Then he joined Iberostar Tenerife. His old team, San Pablo Burgos, went on to win the Final 8 that was held in Athens. So he missed out on the title celebrations, but I guess you could say he was a big contributor to that Burgos team that won last season's title, and he really showed his value to this Iberostar Tenerife team tonight by coming out and scoring 20 first-half points. But Giacomo De Vecchi also really rose to the occasion for Dinamo Sassari, who were out of sorts in the first half. De Vecchi came out and had 4 3-pointers and 14 points.
We need to recover after, but sandwich with big men and small player or forward, okay? In offense, we play puño uno, ¿vale? Puño uno, la primera, salvo que lleguemos llegando y tal, la jugamos normal, ¿vale? Venga, vamos, vale. In short, very important, effective screen. Venga, vamos.
1, 2, 3.
Battle of 1-0 teams here in the Basketball Champions League. Group A at halftime, Iberostar Tenerife leading at 47-38, and it'll be Dinamo Sassari starting things off here in the third quarter. Attacking the basket to the left on your screen, and really needing a much better start. And coming right out and picking up where he left off in the first half. And excuse me, that was Benjis. That's a player that they need to get hot. I thought it was De Vecchi, but it was Benjis. And getting his 3 to fall. It's just a 6-point game. So as much as Iberostar Tenerife have been on top in this game, 6 points is not that much in the grand scheme of things. Burnell picks up the foul. Well, maybe a little bit of a mismatch there. Shermanini sensing a chance to go hard, and he does, and he scores. And that man right there, Chus Vitoretta, knows this game is a long way from being over. Nevertheless, Shermanini comes out and gives them a nice little quick answer to that Benjis 3-ball. Here's Miro Balan. Ball goes through the hands of Spissu. Just doesn't seem quite to be himself tonight. Spissu back to Burnell. And Shermanini has the ball knocked away by Benjis, and then goes Balan. Wow. So Shermanini fell asleep. He held the ball out like he was wanting to pass it to somebody. Nobody was there. Nobody turned around to receive the ball. And Benjis just knocked it out of his hands. So credit Benjis with the steal. Also had that early bucket. So he's started well here in the third quarter. Again, back to a 6-point game. Shermanini finds Fittipaldo. This time the ball goes off the iron and bounces over the backboard. And already a different look, really, to this game here at the start of the third quarter. Beeline goes to work on Shermanini. Goes up and scores, much better. And we do have a game on our hands, folks. 49-45 now. The Canary Islanders on top by just 4. And Burnell reaches up and fouls Fittipaldo. And Burnell guarding everybody tonight, it seems. two fouls on him. He didn't have any at halftime. Nobody in foul trouble for this Dinamo Sassari team tonight. Nobody with more than 2 fouls. Shermadini keeps it, goes inside, misses, and Miro Balan hustles, gets the basketball. Spissu open, that might get him going, and it might get Dinamo Sassari going as well as they close the gap to just 1 point. Spissu does look tired, but boy, he took his time and he drilled it. So Dinamo Sassari needing Benjis, needing Spissu to kind of wake up, have seen him do just that. Here's Spissu, goes through the legs, and then he's fouled by Fittipaldo. Strange game. Dinamo Sassari really were in danger of just kind of fading out of the game in the first half, but they hung around thanks to De Vecchi especially. And here they are now closing the gap to just 1 point. And Vitoretta talking to his big center saying, hey, we got to have more options than forcing it up down low and taking a bad shot or turning it over. And now Guerra picks up his 4th foul, so that is a problem. And that's a cheap one to give away for Fran Guerra. Especially with Shermadini on the bench. Spissu over to the right. And Ben just misses. Vilan, who's been much better in the 3rd quarter with the rebound. Marcelinho, who's checked in, picks up the foul. Another 3-pointer, it's good. So Spissu now with 2 threes here in the 3rd quarter, and Dinamo Sassari, believe it or not, have taken the lead. 51-49. They trailed in this game by 13 points. Sassu Salin, and the bounce pass not handled by Fran Guerra. Goes out of bounds. And boy, what a nightmare 3rd quarter this is turning out to be for, well, it was a great reach, in fact, by De Vecchi. You saw he reached in and the ball went off of Guerra. Sergio Rodriguez comes into the game. And Fran Guerra goes out. Fran Guerra's still in fact. There's shooting the basketball with Dornekamp and missing. Tyler Kavanaugh went out, and there is the nice fast break hoop by Bilan. And the timeout called by Iberostar Tenerife, who have been less than good here in this 3rd quarter. They've been underwhelming. Great hustle by Bilan. He looks completely like a different player. 12 points, 5 rebounds.
On dribble Bruno. Turnover after defensive rebound, Gio. Turnover, Fran in the roll. It's impossible to win. Okay? 3 turnovers, more or less in a row in 4 offenses. Doesn't matter. They score every time. They get to play defense. Luego atrás están jugando cómodo. They play comfortable. They make what they want. Aaron está de 4, Sergio de 3, Sasu de 2, Marce de 1.
3-point shooting almost even. And Chus Vitoretta, meanwhile, in the timeout, focusing on the turnovers, just saying, hey, guys, we can't turn it over 3 times in 4 possessions and expect to win the basketball game. Let's tidy things up.
Okay, guys. Okay, hey, continue to play. Hey.
Well, what a win this would be for Dinamo Sassari if they could come back and 13 points, not playing at their best in that first half, but doing just enough to hang around. If they could get this type of play out of Mirabilan from the start of the game, boy, they would really be a force, because he's been good here in the third quarter. Marcelino Huertas. Now, down low. And Guerra has it knocked away. Boy, it's not happening for him, that's for sure. Now, Bilan backing up. Fran Guerra, has he fouled out of the game? Yes, he has. Well, that might do Iberostar Tenerife a favor by getting him out of the game, because he wasn't helping him. And it gets Shermadini back. And we haven't seen Danny Diaz yet. He's a player that could certainly change things around. Could also perhaps not just play on the wing, but get inside. But so far, Chus Vitoretta has not called his number. Down low. Bilan. And Bilan took some contact, but maybe if he'd gone stronger to the basket and kind of faded away at the end. So that was a big miss. Saline from the corner, off target. Picking up the basketball there was DeVecchi. Tenerife with just 2 points in this third quarter. We're past the halfway point. Alex Lopez had some good moments in the first half. He's in the game. So Stornekamp, Marcelino Huertas, Lopez, Sergio Rodriguez, and Shermadini. And Benjis, Burnell, DeVecchi, Spisu, and Tillman for Dinamo Sassari. Well, that just did not look like typical Shermadini hook shot material. And now a foul has been called. So Ben just goes to the line and makes the first. And you have to think that Chus Vitoretta must be very disappointed by how Iberostar Tenerife have come out in the third quarter. They have been bad. Outscored now 17-2 in the quarter, Iberostar Tenerife. And they knew they were going inside. Tillman knocked it away. Just a very sloppy performance. Tillman with the alley-oop. I'm not sure that was an alley-oop pass, but that's what he turned it into. And Dinamo Sassari build on their lead, go up to 57-49. Spisu raises his hands. So he picked up the foul. He's played his part in this third quarter with a couple of threes. Rodriguez gets it to Lopez, or Huertas rather. Huertas goes in, banks it in. Marcelino Huertas having a word with the referee. I think it's one of Iberostar Tenerife's biggest issues at times is when they things aren't going well, they really do start looking at the ref. A lot of players do that. In fact, here's a miss, and Shermadini with the rebound. Shermadini Low blocks, catches it and called for the travel. Not having one of his better games tonight. And he just kind of was off balance. I think he was looking for the contact from Burnell to kind of like go up against it. Burnell just kind of backed up, wasn't there. Zeko must feel like his team has gotten out of jail tonight because they were awful in the early going. And yet here they are winning the basketball game. Schitza out of the game, remember, with an apparent knee injury, so he won't be able to come back. But now if they get a little bit of a lead, Spusu might even be able to go have a seat, take a breather. Well, that was one that Tillman should have made. Tillman with 12 points. Lopez open. And the ball saved in bounds to Burnell. Quick one to Tillman and goes up. And that is continuing to ring the alarm bells for Bcl Tenerife. Dinamo Sassari outscoring them 19-4. Good hustle to save it in bounds. I believe that was Spusu, and Tillman throws it down. Yes, it was indeed Spusu. Well, this Bcl Tenerife does not look right now like they're playing with any intensity.
Everything is bad luck. Todo putas excusas. Estamos igual que siempre en la puta Champions. Hemos jugado contra el cambio increíble contra el Barcelona. Y hoy no sabemos jugar contra el cambio, pero es que además no leemos que Gio tiene una ventaja clara. Contra Tillman demos un balón directamente. Vamos Bruno por Ale.
See the shooting numbers. Well, full credit to Chus Vitoretta telling his guys, hey, listen, man, we can't make any excuses. We're just not playing, we're not playing good basketball. It's up to us if we want to turn this thing around. See if Tenerife wake up. And Rodriguez misses from three-point range. Tillman with the rebound. Spusu for three. It's good. And they are now leading at 62-51. Spusu, his third three-pointer of the third quarter. In fact, that was Dornekamp that missed the previous trip down for Tenerife. He's had a tough night tonight. And now traveling called on Shermadini. And that's right. He kind of shuffled. He kind of like came to a jump stop. He came to a stop and then he kind of like had a jump stop and traveled. Burnell stepping back. And a bullet dodged, but a foul called on Tenerife. There's Tillman for three. Bcl Tenerife lost 81-74 to Barcelona, which was something that was referenced, and now a technical foul called on Marcelino Huertas. And Bcl Tenerife just, I think they might be frustrated with how the game's going, but they can't take it out on the referees. They're only going to make things worse for themselves. So free throw coming, a technical free throw, and Marcelino comes out. See Bogris at the end of the bench there, not playing tonight, the Greek international. So Spisou will go to the line. And a golden opportunity now for Dinamo Sassari to really come out and lower the boom here late in the third quarter. So Huertas, in fact, has he picked up 2 consecutive? It could be that he's picked up 2 technicals. Just waiting for the official scoring on that. And I think that's indeed what's happened. So he's picked up 2 technicals and has been shown the door. Unbelievable. A player of his ilk, experience. I mean, I don't even know why you travel to Sardinia if you're going to lose your composure that badly. Now he leaves his team without, his services for the rest of the game. Fittipaldo comes back in. But so much damage has been done in this third quarter for Tenerife, trailing by 13 points. It has not been a good few days for this Iberostar Tenerife team, that's for sure. And here they are battling for the rebound. It's going to be Dinamo Sassari's Tillman that comes away with it. Iberostar Tenerife are going to have to go home if they can't recover from this, take a long look in the mirror and decide, what kind of season they want to have in the Basketball Champions League, because they have just completely imploded here in the third quarter. It has not been a pretty sight. Now they're going to see if there's an unsportsmanlike foul.
You hear me? 42. From another camera. Now we're gonna change. From this one, we cannot see, from this one. They will have another angle. No, nothing. Can we go on the first one, please? Only this one, huh? We have to decide now. No. My feeling is not going to the ball. Yeah, of course not like foul. Yeah, he's handing the arm. Me also. Of course not like foul. Okay.
Good job.
Okay, so they had a long look and decided, in fact, that it was an unsportsmanlike. I thought it was on Dornkamp, looking at the official scoring, and they're saying it was Sulemanovic. See if that changes, but anyway. The lead goes to 14 points. So this said Sulemanovic was not going for the ball. I had my eyes on Dornenkamp the whole time. Long jump shot not there, and getting the rebound and passing it up ahead, and the foul hustling down the floor on DeVecchi. So Rodriguez will go to the line. Good pass by Fittipaldo. Chance for a three-point play. Well, still time for Iberostar Tenerife to rescue this game, but it certainly would not seem the likely scenario the way they've played. But you never know. You give guys like Rodriguez a chance to play. He comes out, hustles down the floor, beats the defense. See if he can convert the three-point play. Yes, he does. So that makes it an 11-point game. DeVecchi out, Spusu back in, and I'm guessing they'll try to hold it for one shot. And the pass down low. Spusu gets it back and goes up, and unbelievable. Sulemanovic went to get the ball and put the ball in the basket. Doesn't happen often, but that pretty much says it all for Iberostar Tenerife in that third quarter. 65-54, Dinamo Sassari on top. As you look at the numbers, it's just been a horrible third quarter for Tenerife. Huertas sent off with 2 technical fouls. Rejected. They're outscored 27-7 in the quarter. So as we look at the plays, by the way, that because Jason Burnell was the closest player to Sulemanovic when he tapped the ball in to the Sassari basket, it's Burnell that is credited with the 2 points. Spusu was nowhere to be found scoring-wise in the first half, but he came out and really started to do his thing in the third quarter. Whether it was his shooting, his passing, and right now Marco Spusu has 12 points, 8 assists, 5 rebounds, and 1 assist. And wow, he's up at plus 18 efficiency, the highest on the team. So he really had a terrific third quarter. And that was Sulemanovic trying to go up and get the ball, and he ended up tapping it in. Wow. I can honestly say in the 4+ seasons of watching Iberostar Tenerife play, I don't think I've ever seen them struggle or play as badly as they did in that third quarter. Let's see if they can turn things around here in the fourth. They're trailing by 13 points to Dinamo Sassari. And they come right out and they turn the ball over. Ben just misses. He's upset with himself. He knows that he needs to deliver. He's got a chance with this Dinamo Sassari team to be one of the main men And he was over the weekend against Varese by scoring those 23 points. Tonight, he's got 9 points. But that's the type of shot he wants to make to really solidify his spot. Here's Fittipaldo. And there for the tap. Well, Sulejmanovic tapped it into the Sassari basket, but then he couldn't get the tap into his own basket. And then quickly, Dinamo Sassari go and score with Tillman. Tillman had a very slow start himself, and he's now got 17 points. Kavanaugh. And Kavanaugh was fouled by Benjis. Now an offensive foul called on Tenerife, and just seems to go from bad to worse for the team from the Canary Islands tonight. They can't get out of their own way. Spissu has it knocked away by Fittipaldo. Fittipaldo probably thinking, I come out and score 20 points in the first half, and we're losing by double digits early in the fourth. I would not have predicted that to happen. Quick pass and an easy one for Tillman. And you really have to wonder what's going to be said after the game for Iberostar Tenerife. If they can't turn this around, it has been a listless performance. It's not been a good one. Saline goes out. Fittipaldo bumped and fouled. He was fouled on the reach of DeVecchi. In fact, they're going to call the foul on Tillman now, so it was the bump. And Fittipaldo, Chus Vitoretta must be thinking, we got to get back to the drawing board after this. This is not good. Fittipaldo makes one of two. Some full court pressure. Now Burnell turns and misses. Tillman kept it alive. And Sulejmanovic not able to grab the rebound. Tillman chasing the miss. Finally, Kavanaugh picks it up. Both players going after the basketball. Good sportsmanship by Tillman to pick up Kavanaugh. And even on that one, when you would have thought it would have been a Iberostar Tenerife ball, they're going to have the jump ball possession arrow. So it's going to go to Dinamo Sassari. Okay, they changed the possession arrow, and boy, they inbound the basketball. Brunel goes up, scores an easy one, and also is fouled on the play. What a second half for Dinamo Sassari. Well, Brunel does not capitalize. But nevertheless, it's an 18-point advantage, the biggest of the night for the Italian club. Sulemanovic. Well, really backing his way up, but not able to finish the play. And then Vecchi that hustled and knocked the ball off of Sulemanovic. So it's been a night to forget for pretty much everybody other than Fittipaldo for this Tenerife team. Brunel drives down and scores with the running layup. Now the lead is 20. Lopez. Well, really, it's a hard one to explain this tonight from Iberostar Tenerife. I mean, I want to see as good as game. I want to see a great game just like everybody else, but they have just really crumbled. Marcelino Huertas picks up the 2 technical fouls and is ejected. Shamradini hasn't been anywhere near his best tonight. Sulemanovic scores in the lane. Fittipaldo chasing the basketball, picks up the foul. It's been a good night for Tillman, especially in the second half. Spisu over to the corner, and another three-pointer falls. This one for Benjis. 12 points for him, and it's a 21-point stranglehold right now that Dinamo Sassari have. I thought Frank Guerra had fouled out of the game, but he's back in, so obviously I'd given him a foul that went to somebody else. Yeah, he's listed as 4 fouls. Guerra catches it, spins, scores. Well, Fioretto will probably be fuming after this game regardless, but if you're the players out there in the court, you want to die for the team right now. You certainly want to try to salvage at least some respect from this game. And the only way to do that is just to give everything over the final 5 minutes and 23 seconds. Spisu, and drilling another long jump shot. So the three-pointers takes it up to a 22-point advantage, the biggest of the night. Alex Lopez charges. Iberostar Tenerife were absolutely flying through the season. Okay, they had the downer of the Basketball Champions League Final 8, but they won their first 6 games in Spain. They won their first game in the Basketball Champions League, but then they lost at Barcelona over the weekend. And here they are now in Italy and just enduring a nightmare of epic proportions here against Dinamo Sassari. With 4:41 remaining. Dinamo Sassari. And really, instead of talking about the Spanish club, you just have to perhaps salute Dinamo Sassari for hanging in there and taking advantage. So Guerra has finally picked up his 5th foul. He goes out of the game. Shermadini goes back in. And Miro Bilan makes his first free throw. So Pazzesca, I was really worried for Dinamo Sassari earlier on. I thought they were flat. And they've been able to, they came out strong in the 3rd quarter, and it's been their game ever since. Certainly a type of game that they could use as a launch pad for big things this season in the Basketball Champions League, I think. Ball goes off of Sulemanovic. Well, you never know. I mean, sometimes you can just go through a funk and have a couple of bad games, or have one really bad game, and that's been the case tonight for Bcl Tenerife. At least that's what their fans will be hoping. And Coach Villareta, and almost an air ball turned into an alley-oop by Burnell. Pazzesca still doing some coaching. Well, where does this leave Dinamo Sassari? In Italy, they're 4-2, 2 games out of first place behind unbeaten Armani Exchange Milano and Happy Casa Brindisi, another Basketball Champions League team, in 2nd place at 5-1.
Bruno en el 1, Ale en el 2. ¿Estás bien físicamente? Y no vemos Ale en el 2. Seguimos Sergio en el 3, Tyler y Gio, ¿vale? Focus Gio directo.
Look at that, 12 points in the 2nd half for Dinamo, for Bcl Tenerife. 44 meanwhile for Sassari. I don't think they'll get to 100, but they'll be happy with their output tonight.
Vamos a defender lo mejor posible. We defend as best we can, okay? These last 4 minutes. Venga.
Sassari will be playing next against Trentino in Italy. So they'll be looking to carry the momentum from this performance into that one. And just looking ahead for Dinamo Sassari in the Basketball Champions League. I'm sure they would like to get right back on the court and try to build on this one. There it goes to Burnell. I've been impressed by Burnell. He's really come out and been solid. He's still playing hard. You got to like that. They will travel to Denmark in a couple of weeks to take on Bakken Bears, Dinamo Sassari. Restart Tenerife will try to get back some form when they are at home on November 17th against Galatasaray. And their earliest chance to do something special. There's Fittipaldo. He's going to finish with a decent stat line, scoring wise. Fittipaldo now with 24 points. It's a game high. But it's irrelevant when you're getting beat by 20+ points. And there's Brunel. Look at him, still hustling. Feeling the worst for it. Restart Tenerife will have a Canary Island battle coming up on November 15th. That'll be at home against Herbalife Gran Canaria. So, but in fact, before that, they will play this weekend. They'll be at home against Real Betis. Also, big news just happened. I think it was yesterday. Sergio Rodriguez, the famous Argentinian coach of their national team for so many years, has been appointed coach of Casa de Zaragoza. So he'll be coaching in the Basketball Champions League. So congratulations to him. Good game for Brunel to go out. He leaves the game with 13 points, 6 rebounds, 5 assists. And Tillman continues to pour in the points. He's got a team high 19 points. Miro Balan has 18. Devecchi and Spisu each with 14. Benjis with 12. So 6 players in double digits tonight. And I really think the contributions of Miro Balan in that third quarter were just so crucial for this team. He really got after it. And now he's been called for a technical foul, which is just ridiculous. I don't know. I guess they're calling him for a flop. Yeah, they are. I thought he had said something, but no, he definitely flopped. That was the call. I'm not sure I would have called that. Could be that he has a history of it. Pazzesca doesn't look like he was too enamored with that call. Doing a little quick two-step over there in front of the bench. So Bilan goes out. Gandini comes back in. Bilan picks up that foul. So he leaves the game with 18 points, 8 rebounds. He's fouled out. He's got a steal. Shermadini sinks the free throw. So just about 15 seconds ago, Bilan had 3 fouls and was thinking about having a 20-point night, but instead he picks up the technical and then the other personal. So he's out. Not that it matters. Shermanini catches down low, passes it back outside, and hitting the three-pointer was Alex Lopez, his second 3 of the night. Gandini gets it back to Spissu. Well, there's not going to be any overtime tonight, boys. Ball passed to the corner, goes off of Imantas Benji's hands. It's hard to believe that at one point in the first half, Iberostar Tenerife led in this game by 13 points. The biggest lead of the game for Dinamo Sassari was 26 points here in the second half. And now one last turnover, and that is that. So Spissu gets another steal. Pazzesca puts his mask on, and that is that. An impressive comeback for Dinamo Sassari. It'll be interesting to chart this team's progress. They have definitely got some players, some good players on this roster. My main concern with them is they've got to start a little bit better. I think tonight they ran into an Iberostar Tenerife team that themselves weren't at their best. But it does bode well for Dinamo Sassari that you can come out and be so flat and get a good solid performance in the first half from DeVecchi to help you stay in the game and then pull out and go out and blow out the opponents, especially opponents like Iberostar Tenerife. So Dinamo Sassari win it 92-72 over Iberostar Tenerife tonight in Group A of the Basketball Champions League. Dinamo Sassari 10 of 22 from deep, 24 of 51 inside the arc. They won the rebounding battle. Look at that, 9 more assists for Sassari, 4 more steals. Tillman 21 points, Spissu 14, Beeline 18, Fittipaldo 24 points led the way. Oh, Chus Vitoretta perhaps taking his team to task over that performance right now. That was a very interesting photo there right at the end. Chus Vitoretta talking to his players. Anyway, here's some of the players. Here's some of the plays rather in this crazy game tonight. The second half, Spissu really came to life in the second half. And Beeline also got it going in the second half. And there's Huertas. Look at him right now. I have a chance because he ends up. He was already talking to the ref there, wanting a foul. That was not a good sign from Marcelinho Huertas, because in the end he was ejected from the game. This was good hustle by Rodriguez. Ended up getting a three-point play. And Tillman, again, just kind of poured in the points in the second half, as did everybody else, really, in this Dinamo Sassari team. So they improved to 2-0 in Group A, and Iberostar Tenerife drop to 1-1. And considering they were leading by 13 points, they'll probably look at this as a big missed opportunity. But anytime, you know, there's Well, there's no other way to slice it, really. I mean, you get up by double digits, could have possibly lowered the boom, and you did not. You allowed Dinamo Sassari to come back, and now potential rival for moving on into the playoffs has gotten a big home win against you. So even if you come into a head-to-head with them, you know, that may not work. Galatasaray, meanwhile, is looming, as is Bakken Bears, for these two teams. So Dinamo Sassari at top, 2-0 in Group A. Bcl Tenerife dropped to 1-1 after the 92-72 win for Dinamo Sassari tonight. They trailed by 13 points. They went up by as many as 26, and they rolled to victory.